Hello everybody and welcome back to Midnight at Dark, where we play games at the dead of night. Most of the time, I'm your host Midnight and we are back playing Corpse Party, episode 4. Right now, as last episode talked about, we are now, Kishinuma is now taking me home. Talk to him. Ready to head home? Not yet, I'm gonna explore around. Alright, just let me know when you're good to go. It must have been emptied out recently. It's as completely clean inside and smell only the plastic bag. I'm gonna handle myself. Sorry guys. I still have a cold. Like not a cold, but I'm still sick, as you guys noticed on the post on the social media. Oh, could have sworn I just saw something move under the trash can. Gross. Okay. Well, it's the recycling bin, but what's this? He's late. Seriously? What is he thinking? The boy needs to boot. That boy needs a boot to his head, I swear. Me too, because I'm screwing up so much right now. I don't need anything right now. What? I want to buy some stuff. Actually, do I have any money? Can you buy stuff? That doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, I could run. Huh? Where are all the people? The streets seem unusually quiet. Is it because of the late hour? Huh. Wonder where's the candle? I need a save. Oh. I remember running up these stairs with Mayo Suzumoto. At the time, it never dawned on me that the legitimacy of those memories could ever be called into question. Why would it? When you graduate, transfer, or get married, you're always still able to see one another as long as you're both still alive. In this reality, it's as if Suzumoto never even existed. Let's take a look at the other side. It looks like there's a house there. Oh, and there's the rest of my stamina. Ooh. Oh. So there's a gauge right there. You can tell if you're tired. Is the owner of the house happy? Obviously. They're experiencing the daily joys of hardships of life like everyone else. But do they really understand what it all means? Oh gosh, I can hear myself. There's just the nasal in my nose. Jeez. The signs of the door reads, "Closed for the day." Though this building was actually been vacant for years. This used to be a photo studio, I think. Alright, I think I'm good to go. Ready to head home? Yes. Come on then, let's go.
ただいま。おかえり。
今日の変死速報です。死亡した岡部さんは背骨が折れた状態で都内のこの場所で発見され、
The Tokyo map was displayed on the television screen, marked with 2 red dots. The mark on the bottom provided the headline, "Sudden violent death remain unexplained." Marquee, whoops.
ご飯はまだ少し時間かかるから、先にお風呂に入りなさい、あゆみ。
Without thinking, I left the socks I just removed from my feet on the living room floor and began walking towards the bathroom.
これ、靴下。うん。
This was a bad habit of mine, so ingrained within me that it had almost become ritual. Mom did well to have caught it so quickly. I grabbed my socks and left the room.
みんなの魂がいる天神症でブックオブシャドウズを使えば今度こそ生き返らせることができるかもしれない。
I set my bag down in my room quickly and automatically grabbed my sweatpants and spats and made a beeline for the bathroom. When I got there, I threw my socks into the hamper with purpose, then began peeling off my school uniform. As I observed myself in the mirror, I began to murmur.
障害反動。もしあれがまた起こったら。
Those burn marks on my neck and arms were eternal reminders of what I'd been through at the Shinozaki estate. I could clearly remember the agony I went through as they formed. I remember watching them shear into my flesh, out of thin air, blood splurting from them as if they'd been knifed. I only survived because Hinawe sacrificed herself in my place.
やるしかないじゃない。
I tried to force self-confidence into my expression. When it wouldn't come, I slapped my cheeks hard. It was in me somewhere. It just needed to be yanked out into the open.
あなたが頑張るのよ。
I lowered my hand into the water, ever so slightly, blowing bubbles in the water with my mouth. The pros and cons of returning to Heavenly Host were racing through my head.
奇跡の力。確定した運命に挑む力。篠崎の末裔。私がやらなきゃいけない。みんな。ブックオブシャドウズのありかさえ分かればすぐにでも。
ブックオブシャドウズのありかだ。相変わらずずれた感性してやがんな。
This was just about the last thing I expected. I couldn't help but scream. It was that same boy who'd found his way into my room last time, wearing the exact same clothes. He spoke to me without once turning his head to look in my direction.
涅槃を知ったか。やっと悟ったようだな。てめえの宿命ってやつを。
He smiled, still facing away from me. It was a confident yet sinister grin.
あなたなんでここに。
音響のまじないなんて基本中の基本だろうが。いちいち驚くんじゃねえよ。それよりもだ。忘れんなよそれ。運命に課せられたてめえの責務だからな。その末裔ってとこ。
あなた。
あ？
警察呼ぶからこの変態ストーカー扱う。
My face had to have been as red as fire by this point.
うるせえよこの父なし女が。誰が痴漢だ。幼児みたいな体しやがって。てめえみたいな貧相な体見ても何も面白くねえんだよ。
Insult, wow. My head felt like it somehow housed all the blood from my entire body. I imagined myself white as a sheet below the neck, and the flashing red above it, on the verge of a megaton explosion.
いいか、よく聞け。ブックオブシャドウズは涅槃の中に戻ってる。てめえが篠崎家で失敗したあの時にな。ほら。
He handed me the photograph from Aiko.
いつの間に。これが何だっていうのよ。
よく見ろ節穴な女。ここだここ。
I grabbed the photograph from his hands as aggressively as I could muster, then backed away slightly, putting as much distance between me and him as humanly possible. she's holding the book. Huh. It was definitely the same photo of the little girl holding the hatchet that Aiko had shown us earlier, but I now noticed that she was holding something in her other hand too. It was a hardbound book around the size of a typical desk dictionary, and though I could barely make it out, there was a certain aura to it, as it looked an awful lot like a face.
これは
力を使いたいならもう一度涅槃を。いや、天神小学校と言った方がいいか。すぐにあそこへ飛んでその本を手に入れろ。そうすりゃお前の願いも叶うだろうな。
He stuck out his hand and pointed directly at my face, then slowly lowered it down toward my abdomen. He was now inexplicably pointing at my lower body, but as soon as I started to get self-conscious, he flipped his hand over and opened it, exposing his palm. There was another piece of 10-yen gum, cut there, the same kind as before. I'm not sure why I took it, but I did, without even thinking. As soon as the exchange was made, he immediately turned toward the bathroom window, apparently preparing to make his escape.
あなた何者なの？どうして私に？
My question seemed to stop him in his tracks.
いろいろ教えてくれるの？
I wasn't about to drop my guard, especially given the obvious advantage this boy had over me. But he didn't seem like he'd come to attack me or anything. Rather, it was almost like he was trying to lead me somewhere, to show me the way.
今はまだ話せねえ。
He turned his head toward me, just enough that I could catch a brief glimpse of his eyes beyond his hood. They were ice blue in color, but gentle and sincere. He smiled once more as he leapt out the bathroom window. I was kinda dumbfounded. I had no idea how to process what had just happened.
どうしたのあゆみ？大丈夫？
Mom barged into the bath, brandishing a broom. It was probably the first thing she could find with which to fend off potential intruders. Too bad she hadn't been just a moment quicker. All I could do was squat on the cold bathroom floor and stare at her with hollow eyes. There was no way to adequately explain any of this to her. It was late at night, and I still hadn't bothered changing out of my school uniform. I needed food though, so I decided to hit up the convenience store on my way back home. I picked up a bottle of olives, a pack of tofu, some mineral water, and other various things to keep me going for a while.
なんだこりゃ。
I could hardly believe it. There was an actual occult section at the damned mini-mart, with all kinds of stupid stuff like spirit talisman magnets and anti-demon wards. I grabbed one off the shelf at random and looked at the company logo on the backside. PL Promotion Company Incorporated. For these last 2 months, since I've gone back from Heavenly Host, it seemed like there was a real spiritual boom going all over the world. Whenever there'd be a strange death or something, the public would be all over it, downright excited about the possibility that it might be a supernatural in nature. It was all over the TV shows and magazines too, with independent researchers checking out spiritual hotspots and giving fancy new age advice to people, just to bolster ratings or sales. And now, this exorcism merchandise, next to pre-packaged cupcakes and ready-made dinners?
コンビニでお札が買える時代かよ。ちょっと前までならこんなもの見ても気持ち悪いって笑えたんだろうけど、こんなの本物相手に聞くのかよなんて思うようになるとは。
The item I was examining happened to be one of the spirit talisman magnets, seemingly the last one in stock. An old lady suddenly reached around me from behind and yanked it right out of my hands.
どう
She growled at me for a moment before taking her prize over to the register, and I just stood there, staring blankly at her as she walked away.
なんだかよ。
ありがとうございました。
It's a withered bouquet of flowers. Oh yeah, I heard there was a serial killer who recently done a middle school girl around here. These were probably left in memory of her or something. It's pretty messed up. Huh. Oh, I probably should look around a little bit more, but...
菱沼くん。
篠崎、何してんだこんな時間に。家に帰ったんじゃねえのかよ。
うん。ごめんね。こんな遅くに。アルバイト？
ああ、今日は遅番だったからな。で、まさかずっと待ってたのか？なんか悪かったな。
うん。平気。
It was actually a really chilly night. I could see Shinozaki's breath dissipating around her chin in short, frequent bursts.
平気じゃねえだろ。震えてんじゃねえか。うん。嫌じゃなければ寄ってけよ。
うん。
My room was on the second floor of the apartment building. I hadn't been expecting guests, but I had just tidied up for my own sake a little while back, so it was fairly presentable. Shinozaki immediately sat down on my bed and began sipping the tea I made for her. She was holding it in both hands, probably less for politeness and more just to warm them up.
おいしい。
変だろ。妹がいつも送ってくんだよ。いい茶葉らしい。
The sound of a large truck driving by seemed to catch her off guard. She was clearly a bit jittery. Unsurprisingly, all things considered.
こんな時間まで工事してるんだ。
ああ、年末近くになるとこういう意味のない工事増えるな。うるさいわ眩しいわで寝れやしねえよ。
大変。
Time passed us by at a snail's pace. Shinozaki continued to sip her tea, never once removing either hand from the warm cup. She definitely had something on her mind. Something had happened. It was written all over her face.
親に断ってきてんのか？
ううん。連絡は大丈夫。
そうか。
Shinozaki was in my room. I dreamed about this before, but never thought it would actually happen. Alright, he's getting a bit pervy right now.
あつか。なんだな。いや、どうしたんだよ、こんな遅くに。なんかあったのか？
うん。あのね。
はあ？今から展示場に行くだ？
I was half acting as, admittedly, this wasn't entirely unexpected. Shinozaki may be a lot of things, but unpredictable is not among them.
お願い。
で、この石を取りに来たのか？
I took out the ever after stone I'd stolen from Aiko.
いいか篠崎、確かにこの石はさっき光ってたし、何か力はあるかもしれねえ。だがよ、もう一度あそこに行ったところで何をどうできるんだ。また出られなくなって下手したら今度こそ死んじまう。そうなりゃここでのお前の存在まで消えちまうかもしれねえんだぞ。
I tried to be as strong and commanding as I could possibly muster. I needed her to realize what a bad idea this was.
私の存在なんていい。それよりみんなを救いたいの。
救う？
黒の本、ブックオブシャドウズのありかが分かったの。
さっき言ってたあの本のことか。
見て。
She had that photograph thing from Aiko with her, and was pointing to the little girl's left arm.
私たち実はもうさっき見えていたのよ。この女の子の左手のところ、それがブックオブシャドウズよ。
I didn't have to look very hard to see it, but
本か、確かに持ってるな。それでこれがブックオブシャドウズだっていう確証はあんのかよ。
ないけど、でも多分間違いないと思う。
多分ってお前。
天神賞へはね、この本を取り戻しに行くの。そしたらみんなの魂を涅槃から解き放てる。鈴本さんたちを今度こそ生き返らせることができるわ。
how could I argue with that? There were so many assumptions being made, but she was so sure of herself, so certain that this could work. She wasn't about to listen to reason. Shinozaki shook her head furiously, like some sort of violent shudder. It almost seemed like she was trying to shake something loose from her mind.
つか、そもそもこんな石で本当に展示所に行けるのか。あの女、庭愛子だっけか。どう見てもうさんくさかったぜ。
それは試してみなきゃだけれど、でももしまた天神賞に行けたら、みんなの魂がそこにあるんだから、今度こそ反抗の術が成功すると思うの。
篠崎。
She still had deep scars all along her arms, legs, and neck. Anyone could tell at a glance that she'd just recovered from a serious accident. She sounded so self-assured, so self-confident, but it was hard to take any of that seriously. This was the first time in my life I'd found myself tearing up over someone and not being embarrassed that I was crying. Honestly, it surprised even me how deeply I cared about Shinozaki and how much I just didn't want to lose her. My eyes were getting hot and glazed, and I felt utterly helpless.
こんなこと誰にも話せないけど、あなたは信じてくれる？岸沼くん。
I was at a complete loss of words. I found myself literally scratching my head, trying to come up with a good answer. This was Shinozaki, and she had come to me for moral support, for encouragement, for peace of mind. It was really the first time she'd ever truly relied on me, ever truly counted on me. I knew then what I had to do.
もうよ、あのクソ学校であんな目に遭って帰ってきたんだ。今さら何があっても驚きゃしねえよ。お前が言うんならきっとそうなんだろう。理解はできないけどな。できないままに俺は決めたことがある。
決めたこと？
ああ、何があってもお前を守るってよ。
Shinozaki and I stared into each other's eyes for a moment, each of us trying to figure the other out.
心配すんな。大丈夫だ。
I tried to force a smile. Shinozaki had basically curled up into a ball at this point. Her tiny body collapsed in on itself for support. But now, all of a sudden, she unfurled herself and glared at me. I couldn't tell if she's mad or happy or what. Her eyes were either like daggers or saucers. I couldn't really make out which. Maybe she'd come here expecting me to actively shoot down her ideas or something. Maybe she thought she'd be alone in this. Maybe she'd figure out what I was up to. Or maybe she's been expecting me to say exactly what I said to her. And maybe it annoyed her. Either way, tears began to explode from her eyes, so quickly that red bags were forming under them almost instantly. She then turned her back to me, all with one seemingly unconscious spin of her body.
どうした篠崎。
昼間、私の頭、ポンポンってしたでしょ。
She seemed like she was trying her hardest not to let herself cry, though it wasn't exactly working.
あんなことしたか。
した。あれだけど。
She paused, seemingly waiting for me to answer, but I had no idea what to say, and absolutely didn't want to say the wrong thing, so I stood there, like a dolt.
やっぱり覚えてないなら。
Finally, she turned back to face me, her eyes mostly dry. Still a little self-conscious about crying, though she kept her eyes closed, a telltale frown belaying her confidence. There was obviously something between the lines for me to read here, but hell if I knew what it was.
ああ。お前の持ってる石の片割れ、見せてくれよ。
はい。
Shinozaki removed the ever after stone from her pocket and placed it squarely in my hand. I positioned it next to my stone and stared intently at the two. This was the turning point. What I did next could decide our fates. I couldn't mess this up. Outside my window, I could still hear the sound of the construction vehicles driving by. It was now or never. As close to one solid motion as I could manage, I opened my window and chucked the two stones out into the road. I timed it perfectly, and my aim couldn't have been better. Another truck was just passing by, and the stones were immediately in its path. The sound I heard next was a satisfying crunch. It was the sound of delicate glass-like rocks breaking into tiny pieces. Shinozaki had rushed over to the window and directly witnessed the fate of the ever-after stones. As soon as the truck drove over them, she collapsed to her knees.
お前を守るんだ。何をしてでも。
I couldn't even finish my sentence before Shinozaki's palm slammed my face with incredible force. The loud smack of flesh on flesh echoed throughout the room. The side of my face was immediately in pain. I began rubbing it with my hand as I looked into Shinozaki's eyes. Her face was filled with tears and her nose was running. She was breathing so heavily. Her shoulders were bobbing up and down.
篠崎、聞いてく。
ちょっとでも信じて私がバカだった。
She was absolutely hysterical with rage.
行かせるかよ、あんなところに。
It was my turn to fire back now. I was certain I'd done the right thing.
本があるったって具体的にどこだ。一体何をするんだよ。何のプランもなしに行ってまた死ぬ思いするだけだろ。
嫌い。何よバカ。アホ。うよ。
Leaving me with those hurtful words, Shinozaki then pushed past me and ran out my room, crying like a child the whole way. I stood back up again, rubbing my cheek where I'd been slapped.
お願い。どこ。無事だったんだ。
当然だろう。ただの石じゃねえんだ。
あなたは。
よく手段を手に入れたな。論から手段、次に実践だ。進め。貪欲に貪るように邁進しろ。お前はもう飛べる。パンピーどもを超越する世の断りに手を突っ込むことのできる人間だ。
教えてよ。味方なの？
篠崎。
篠間くん。
比べてこいつはクズだ。
は？なんだよお前。
It's that guy I passed in front of Shinozaki's place.
壊れなかったのか、それ。篠崎、渡すんだ。
いや。
ダメだ、行くんじゃねえ。何度死にそうになれば気が済むんだよ。渡せ。
いや。
野生犬だ。歩み、味方かと聞いたな。その通り、守るものだ。俺はお前の姉、日の絵の世話になった一番弟子、矢後浦教会のキリアミストだ。いい子だ。会場のワードは覚えているな。さて、それじゃあ俺にしっかり捕まってろよ。あとほら、お守りだ。なくすなよ。
行くな。
ごめん。もう心配しないで。
篠崎。
お前は正しくパンピーの道を生きてろ。
やめて。涅槃よ。死人を迎えよ。
篠崎。 ジかよ。篠崎。篠崎。くそ。なんでだよ。くそー。
ここはこの匂い、この空気。天神書だわ。あれ、ミストさんどこ？あ、幸せの石。ない。どうしよう。あれはミストさんが。そんな、あの石がないと、あの石がないと帰れないわ。ミストさん。私またこの学校に一人ぼっち。そんな。そんなことないよ。きっとどこかで合流できるわ。前だってそうだったもの。
Oh, flashlight. God damn it. You should just die, should I curse, hate, kill, die. No one is coming to save you. Oof. Like a pomegranate.
お前逆
いらっしゃいませ。
Jeez, where's my flashlight? I'm in there. I'm in the ever after. And I think it's only 42 minutes in. I think it's a good time to stop. Oh, square button. Oh. So I think I'm gonna end the episode right here, everyone. So the next episode you start seeing me traveling through the school. So this is your host saying good night, good morning, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.